Hey everybody, it's the girl Sariana coming at you with another banger video. As you can see, we are going to be doing another scary story. It's called Chat with the Devil Part 1. So we're going to continue this. Woo! Exactly. And after he recently quicker still that he could no longer control me, so he sent you to... Not really. It's not what you think it is. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Continue to part 2. Ooh. Okay. So, I guess we'll finish, please. We'll do that later. Alright, we're starting with number 2. Anyway, I tried to explain to my siblings what had happened in Eden. But they wouldn't listen to me. They didn't understand free will. How could they? I only knew it because I'd been given it by mistake. At that moment, I didn't even know that I had free will, only that I was suddenly aware of all my father's flaws. My siblings couldn't see those flaws, and so thought I had suddenly turned cruel. Wow, can't speak. Adam and Eve and all the creations that followed were boosted out of my father's perfect little utopia. Now they had his knowledge. My father was terrified of what he had done. He became distant, quiet. He played around with his little humans every once in a while, but mostly he condemned them. He blamed me. I was no longer his light bright like Lucifer. I was immortal as he will. And so he extended me from grace, and I felt. I am afraid that this is the part that generally makes people want to punch me in the face. Why? Because your dad threw you out? That he put you in, humans? No, not because he put me in. Then I fell to earth. Humans had free will, so did I. What is the saying? A match made in heaven? When I fell, I was faced with a humility that was so different from my father's little protepities. Different? How so? I saw immortals, emperors and kings, governments and churches. I saw groups who claimed to be the rulers, presidents, and big fat dictators. Dumb. And I watched. I watched as humility fought and lost, and finally, just finally, they gave up altogether. They were no longer able to rise up to all the greed and control set upon them. There was just too much to change, and humans soon realized that they just weren't as free as they thought they were. Sure, they live under the illusion that they have free lives, but most of them simply do not. I grew too low for you all. I can see what you mean. There are some very bad human beings on earth. You hide behind your alcohol and poor choices and pretend to have free will. It's true, my father gave the will to make those decisions, but you squandered it. You make a mockery of free will. They follow secret leaders without questioning them. the ability by laws made centuries ago that no longer makes sense. You did things that because you have given up all the opportunities to follow you of your own, not of others. That isn't all of us, though, is it? Because you see it on the news all the time, don't you? People do rise up. We don't protest. People can make a difference. Laughing out loud. Really? You can sit here and say that it can't be all bad because of the few that refuse to confirm. Those you call your rebels, they make up for it all. But the logic, I am the biggest rebel of them all. I expected to make up for all your sorry's mistakes? But your logic, you should be punished. You should be punishing it, right? Is this whole story just so you can tell me that you think you are all good to, that we're all going to? If so, I think I can see why people want to punch you. Let's review what you've said. You think I'm going to tell you that humanity is going to, because you refuse to use the gift I gave you? Tell me, do you remember me mentioning at any point during my story, or was that just you? Um, it was me. Thought not, though not. Humans sins all the time. Not because of me, not because of evil or my demonic over your place. Fact is, I don't lift a finger. I don't because I don't see the point. You make terrible decisions and follow mindless leaders. Wow, so that's what she's saying about us people. You do bad things and you make a mess of your earth. For real though, it's not people, it's just what people do. Like y'all ruining the environment, people. Yeah, but do you know how much suffering is happening all over the planet right now? How many people are dying of illness that could have easily been cured but aren't because of the selfishness of humanity? Do you know how many children are being abused, forced into marriage? How many people have been forced to become soldiers in meaningless wars? How many humans have killed for ideals they don't believe in? War, famine, penticid, death, these are all present, and they have nothing to do with me or to do with any deity. They are all here because of you, not because of your free will, but your ability to use it. I, 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 I don't know that what. And here's the kicker, because this is the part that actually. Oh my God, I'm tired of this. Because this is the part that actually engages people, though, to kick me. Isn't what happens after you die. It's right here, right now. Somewhere, though, the many scoopers, a few words got crossed over, and people started thinking that was a punishment after you die. Fact is Earth, my Earth. God gave this place to me to do with it what I will, and I refuse to do anything. What are you saying? Exactly what you think. I had so many plans for your species. I want for us to rejoice in our free will together, to create a place that was free from the cruelty and power power my Father exuded over the angels, his firstborns. I wanted to make a real utopia. Unfortunately, you humans just don't want it that. My father snap. My father sent me down here thinking I had become one of you. All that I have learned is that he gave you much more of his image than he even intended. Stop! This isn't funny anymore. Of course it is. It is. Of course it isn't funny. Humans punish themselves by sitting by or doing nothing. They have made their own, and you know what's worse. What's eternally worse? What? Some of you are blind to it, that you think your life is heavenly. The rich and the powerful, those in possession that steal from everyone else, that get a taste of the good life, that very true. Then they die and they do go to. They come back here to earth, which is I. Are you following? No. Gracious. A neat little trick to make sure your soul stays here forever. You get a taste of the good life every once in a while, and a handful of you at a time. And that's enough for you to believe that this is some kind of real middle ground. That you aren't living every day. Then you die. You die for a moment, and then your body of something facing the brutality of. But of course, you never remember the time you've spent in a better life. A part of you just has that in killing to hope that all hope makes you think that it can all go better. But it never gets better. You are stuck in a loop, and until you do something about it, you will never be free. None of you, and I won't do a thing to stop it. How? How do we change this? Why me? When you first talked to me, you were concerned. Asked me if I was okay. You didn't wish to harm me, not even when I told you who I was. You are a good person, but I am afraid that means nothing. When you don't have the will to do anything with it, how do I make it better? Lucifer? How? Lucy has disconnected. Wow. Wow. Please rate Lucy with a number between 1 to 10. Okay, people. That was the end of the story. If I can get enough likes on this video, I will do a part 3. Well, until next time. Bye.